Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing fantastic and that you're all having a great day. As always, if you could leave a like, if you could leave a comment or multiple comments, or just even write the word algorithm, which seems to be the current trend, all those things would help out the channel immensely. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news that I missed. That's why it's called News I Missed, because I missed this news and I am going over it now. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. For some reason, he's been in the news multiple times the last couple of days. Snoop Dogg, a rapper from the United States. I don't know why they felt the need to, as if we did not know he was from California. I don't understand. Has filed for additional trademarks for several items in the NFT and metaverse spaces following earlier filings. On the 14th of June, Calvin Brodus, better known as Snoop Dogg, filed the Uncle Snoop and Uncle Snoop's trademark applications with the United States Patent and Trademark Office, the USPTO. This is not to be confused with the other news that we just got a couple days ago, that apparently Charles Hoskinson is going to be twerking in one of Snoop Dogg's videos. He's not going to really, he might. I have no idea what's going to be happening. But apparently he's actually going to be in one of Snoop Dogg's videos. So that also made very popular news. But now we have this. On the 20th of June, licensed trademark attorney Michael Kondudis announced the app in a tweet. The app? Oh, okay, got it. Noting that it will cover things like virtual goods may be purchased and downloaded, such as virtual, I know I can't say that, puff products for use in online virtual environments. Virtual goods include virtual items such as digital collectibles, downloadable virtual puff, and puffs, virtual clothing and apparel, and digital files with images, audio, or video. All of these are authenticated by NFTs. Entertainment services, namely providing online non-downloadable puff stuff, virtual clothing and apparel for entertainment purposes, retail store service, and online retail store services featuring virtual goods. The musician will also be able to sell, can't say that, energy drinks that are NFT tokens linked to a digital or physical product if the application is accepted. For those of you who don't know, formerly known as Snoop Lion, I bet a lot of you forgot about that one, is very into crypto, but even more so into the NFT space. He has his Twitter name is, I think is it Cosmo Medici? Medici? I think that's what it is. You can find it on Google. This man loves NFTs and is constantly buying them like nonstop every single day, and has become kind of a figurehead in the crypto space for, I mean, I feel like once he hung out with Martha Stewart, you can kind of do anything after that. But now he's really into the space, and he already bought digital land. I think that we had news before that he like threw a party in the sandbox, and all these like virtual figures were like dancing with their arms up in the air to a concert that he threw. We're in the future. It's all a little bit weird. Anyway, so yeah, Snoop Dogg is going to be releasing, he filed for it, his own NFTs. And I assume they will also take off because the future and all that other stuff. Anyway, that's the Snoop Dogg NFT applications puff news. Cannot say those words. And without further ado, let's move on. Also in the news, on Friday, France's Groupe La Poste announced that it had chosen the Binance NFT marketplace for the sale of its first ever NFT collection. Ooh, the Binance NFT marketplace launched on the 24th of June. Has it really? Wow, it's been a year. That's crazy. 2021. Here is how Binance France announced the news. Oh, there's a tweet. It says, Groupe La Poste arrive sur Binance NFT. Elle a choisi la plateforme Binance, je sais pas, NFT pour propulser sa collection NFT. Par ailleurs, La Poste reversa les fonds à la Croix-Rouge. Okay, that's nice. La collection est désormais disponible sur la plateforme NFT. It says Binance, Groupe La Poste, the postal office has arrived on Binance. They chose the platform Binance to launch their collection. And the the nice part is the postal office is going to be giving all of their funds to the Red Cross, which is nice to do. And the collection can be found on the platform. And there's an awkward photo of like one of the postal workers not really knowing what to do as she stands there. And this is the Binance's CEO's tweet about the announcement. He said, doesn't make any sense. Comme une lettre à Groupe La Poste, like a letter to the postal office. One of the most emblematic French brands is launching its NFT on Binance. And you? And there's an awkward photo of Changpeng Zhao. I feel like someone caught him off guard. What is that on that woman's head? It looks like a device. I don't know what was happening there. Visage de France par les facteurs, or in English, Faces or Portraits of France by Postmen, was born as an artistic project between Groupe La Poste, which aims, among other things, runs France's postal service, and renowned environmentalist, activist, journalist, and photographer Yann Arthus Bertrand? Okay, so cool. The French Post has decided to launch their first group of NFTs on Binance. And Changpeng Zhao tweeted about it. They tweeted about it. Everyone was super happy and looked really awkward in the photo. This is not the first time, however, that a postal group has made NFTs. For those of you who know the company VV, that is VE, they had a collaboration, multiple actually, with the New York, almost said New York Stock Exchange, New York Postal Service, American Postal Service, the U.S. Postal, the people who delivered the mail in America, with them. And they released also NFTs of like Santa Claus, and wasn't they one of like Mickey Mantle or something? I don't know what happened, but they released a whole bunch of NFTs as well. So I guess it just seems to be part of the trend at the moment to do that. Anyway, yeah, that's the Binance Groupe La Poste NFT collection. Oh, I wonder if they're donating, I would assume so, all the funds to the Red Cross, as opposed to like they get 5%. Anyway, that's that news. Let's move on. Also in the news, the Iranian ministry has decided energy curtail. What? The energy supply to the country's officially recognized cryptocurrency mining operations. According to Tehran Times, the decision will come into effect on Wednesday. The action is being done to prevent unlicensed miners from receiving energy. Iranian authorities issued permits to 1,000 crypto miners in January of this year to mint, it says mint the coin. I assume they mean Bitcoin. 118 You have a license to mint the coin? You know I do. 118 permitted miners are now using the country's electrical supply. In the preceding week, the nation used 62,500 megawatts of electricity. Consumption will likely rise over the 63,000 megawatt threshold, putting a strain on the country's power grid. To save energy, Iran's government outlawed cryptocurrency mining last year. At the time, it was estimated that illicit mining used around 600 megawatts of electricity. This year's prohibition is in effect until the beginning of next March. The domestic sector might have access to an additional 209 megawatts of electricity. So this was kind of popular news when it was first released. I don't really know what more to say. This has been happening a lot of places around the world. A lot of countries, it's kind of 9 different things at once. A lot of countries announced that if people wanted to mine cryptocurrencies within their borders, they were able to do so, but they had to pay a fee or they had to pay crazy taxes or whatever the actual case might be. So a lot of people began to go to other countries that had less expensive electricity. And parts of the Middle East were actually a big factor in this as well. But a lot of the countries, there was like immediate backlash against people who were trying to mine cryptocurrencies because of propaganda that was floating around, not just in one country, but all the countries at the exact same time talking about this and that and so blah, 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 blah. And then we had a lot of other countries who have infrastructure that's not so great. Not even just the one on the screen. If you've never looked at a documentary for America's infrastructure, I implore you to do so that you can have a very accurate reading of what the richest nation in the world, what their infrastructure actually looks like, because you are going to be mortified. But then we also had a lot of other countries as well. I think, I don't remember the other ones, relatively recently, who came out in anti-support of mining and basically said, no, you can't do it anymore. They keep putting like barriers in place to be able to do it. New York tried to do something, but theirs isn't really a ban. It's more like if you're signing a new contract, but all the other ones, the hundreds of other ones who already have contracts, they're completely fine. So this was kind of touted as this country's not giving enough freedom to their people. Let them mine crypto. And it's like, you can just go somewhere else. People chose that country knowing that the agreements probably were relatively unstable as far as like, if their infrastructure is not that great electricity wise. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, the last like couple of months, it's hot, like all over the place. Like, did you hear in India, it was like, I think 52 Celsius. There's like 124 Fahrenheit. Things are, it's almost crunch time. So people have been using fans and air conditioners to try and stay cool. And of course, electricity demand ends up going up. And you also have the cryptocurrency sector, which is also requiring a huge amount of electricity as well. So just kind of all these things ungently blending together. Anyway, yeah, so we know that this has happened before in many other places. It's happening in Iran now. That's also not a photo of Iran. I'm certain that this is a photo of New York City. So I don't know how they ended up getting that one there. Yeah, they'll be back on in March. Or in the meantime, I'm pretty sure some of these companies are simply calling up other countries and being like, hey, bro, you guys got some cheap electricity and you won't be banning us anytime soon. And they're like, yeah, bro, just put your stuff onto the... Imagine if countries spoke to each other that way, but we had no idea. Behind the scenes, they just all call each other bro and dude. And that'd be a crazy phone conversation. Anyway, that's the power supply has been cut for people mining Bitcoin in Iran, at least for the time being, until electricity gets better. I don't know. All right. Let's move on. Also in the news, BitPanda, an Austrian cryptocurrency exchange that was valued at $4.1 billion last summer, has received registration as a virtual currency exchange and digital asset custody service provider in España. The company's name appeared in the Bank of Spain's registry for crypto enterprises on the 16th of June. The registry itself opened in October 2021. At the moment, it includes 15 companies. That was a very short sentence, period. Speaking to Cointelegraph, BitPanda's representative specified that the company has been de facto operating in Spain since 2014. I don't think I'll ever completely understand this. Like, I know the idea behind it. I understand to an extent the politics of it, but they're both in Europe, right? Austria and Spain. They're the European Union, which means they should have a general blanket of rules that kind of reside over all of them. I always wonder why it kind of makes news, or even has to be a thing that a company from Austria can now operate in Germany. Why would the rules be so different when they are neighbors and in the same union? Why does a company from Austria have to receive any kind of extra licenses? Like, how different are the rules there? Is it simply like for taxation purposes? Because I know different countries have very different taxation procedures. But is it like, hey, sign this paperwork because you have to be able to provide services in Spanish? Or is it like you need to do the paperwork because we need you to have a physical location should people within our country need to talk to you about something? I always wonder what a lot of that is, because everything seems so fragmented. But once again, I'll say it again. It's kind of like how every state in America, all 50 of them, have their own constitution. So you got the main constitution, But then every state also has their own constitution and their own laws and their own taxation and their own housing laws. And so exactly how is it the United States? Is it simply united because they're all stuck together? I really do wonder about these things. Spain marks the 6th European country in which the Vienna-based company has obtained a license. In December 2020, it registered with the Financial Markets Authorities of France, while in May and June of this year, it became the first foreign crypto provider with registration in Sweden. What, the first? There were no other companies targeting Sweden to say, hey, I want to do crypto business here? Zero? Wow. And one of the first to get Italian virtual asset service providers VASP license. In the company's announcement, BitPanda co-founder and co-CEO Eric Demuth pledged its commitment to providing a safe environment for trading amid the market crisis. Cool, said TMI. So sure, I assume they have, I love the selfie stick. It makes no sense, but I love the selfie stick. He can't even see. He doesn't have a face. How is he unlocking his phone? I was going to ask if he had fingers, but he has a thumb. The point to be made is, I assume they have sent out other paperworks to other countries, and eventually they will be everywhere across the European Union. I don't know, but no. I thought for some reason BitPanda was South Korean, but I'm thinking of all the other bits. There's like BitHum and BitMum and BitNum. All right, let's move on. Oh gosh, I'm extremely full. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again. That bus is full. Once again for watching, listening, and or supporting. Jeez. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. That one looks like Stan from South Park. This one right here. How weird. See you.